Children's Quilt Shop in beautiful Freeland, Michigan. We would like to invite you to take a virtual tour of our shop. Come on in. I am Tara, the owner, and this is a family business that we have here. Some of you may recognize my helpers, Lauren, my daughter, Emily, my other daughter, over there, and of course my husband, who is helping during the video today.
Behind the camera.
He's behind the camera today.
Cameraman.
So, we do Facebook Live videos at least once a month, and the girls always like to help during our Facebook Live sales. And Lauren is our little jokester of the family.
I got two.
And Lauren likes to tell jokes. And so if you haven't joined us, our next Facebook Live video is going to be on Monday, the 17th at 7 o'clock. And Lauren likes to tell jokes. And what happens when somebody guesses your joke correct?
You get, like, I pick out something in the store. Like last time was like a...
It was a template.
For like a jelly
roll?
You get like
Yeah.
a prize.
So Lauren likes to give away prizes, and we like to give away gift certificates and prizes as well. So make
it's
sure
like
you
a
mark your
gift from the
calendar.
quilt shop.
Yep. All right, Lauren, what is your favorite thing to do at the store when you're here?
At the cash register, I like to do the money and big out the bag.
Yep. Lauren's going to be in 4th grade, and she likes to help. She's here almost every Saturday with me, and she likes to help out at the cash register and count the money back to the customers.
How about we say?
And then Emily over here, what's your favorite thing at the store?
I like the 4th of July stuff because I don't know, I just like it.
You just like it? Okay. Thanks, girls.
Yep.
So one thing you'll notice immediately when you walk into the shop, we have a nice display right here. This display always has our newest fabric, and I like to rotate this obviously as soon as we get new fabric in. And then over here on the blue hutch, we'll walk over there in a minute, that's where I have a lot of my newest fabric as well. So that's something when you walk in, you see it immediately and you know it's our latest and greatest. The other thing we have, so you know, is of course we have hand sanitizer here. We also have face masks. So if anybody does not have their own face mask, you're welcome to use one. And then when you're done, you put it in the other basket, and I take those home and wash them. Over here is our boutique wall. So we have a wide selection of boutiques for you. We just had a big sale on boutiques. Actually, we just celebrated our 1st anniversary, which is very exciting. And one of the items that we had on sale was our boutiques. So we'll be getting more of those in. But this is where you'll find all the boutiques, as well as, I call these more basic boutiques because they're just a solid color. So those are here. And of course we have our black and white fabrics here as well. On the wall next to the cash register is where I like to highlight a new quilt that we have. This was the last quilt that we showed during our live sale. What we've been doing since we were closed down, obviously we're open again now, is we started Facebook Live sales. So it was a way to show all of you the different fabrics that we had been receiving in. We were doing curbside. We can still do curbside obviously, but we are open for customers to come in. A lot of the customers that were watching asked that we please still do the Facebook Live sales. So what I've been doing is saving all of our new items, and I show those at the Facebook Live sales. So once we're done with that, then we put them out on the floor. So this was our latest kit. So if you're interested in this kit, feel free to send us a message. You can comment on here. It's a Halloween, and I love it because it's very subtle. And this is from the Midnight Magic line from Moda, and this is called Magic Hour. So it's a beautiful, beautiful quilt. Oh, over here is the last little bit of our Americana that we have left that Emily was talking about, and our wide backs. I just met with a couple of our fabric reps last week, and I ordered a bunch more wide backs, so I'm really excited to add to our collection over there. have a couple kits. Kits are kind of throughout the shop. If there's something in particular that you're looking for, just let us know and we can always kit something up for you as well. So like I had mentioned before, this is a lot of our newer fabric in here. One thing you'll notice about our shop is I really like bright colors and modern. Not necessarily like way out there modern, but just bright colors, happy things. So this is kind of my wall of happy colors and a lot of florals that you'll find here. I have a bunch of K Facet here, some older prints of his, and then we have our glowing wall of Tula Pink. So Tula Pink is one of my favorite designers. If you are not already following her, whether it's on Facebook or her YouTube channel or Instagram or anything of that nature, I highly recommend that you do that. She is a very talented artist and she just really breaks it down for you as far as like English paper piecing and sewing. She had a great series on different threads and things like that. So this is going to grow. We just received in her latest line, which was True Colors, and at the time when I had ordered it was kind of uncertain times, so I wasn't real sure what was going to be happening when the pandemic happened. So I just ordered a bunch more, and we'll be adding that collection. Of course, we'll be adding her solids as we go as well. We are going to be participating in her Block of the Month program that's going to be starting in January, called Nebula. It's a gorgeous queen size quilt. I have 3 spots left, so if anybody is interested, I only have 3 spots left for that. After that, I won't be able to order any more. Free Spirit is doing an awesome job in pre-kitting everything for us. There's going to be over 75 different fabrics in the quilt, and so they're taking all the legwork out and putting them together for us. So I guess we'll kind of walk over this way. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was Quilter's Track. I don't know if any of you remembered Row by Row. That was a nationwide program where local quilt shops created a row. You would go and visit different shops, pick up the row that they had designed and make your own quilt. Well, they rebranded it to Quilter's Track this year, and they assigned a color. So going forward, every year we'll have a specific color that we need to incorporate. This year it's blue, which is perfect because blue is my favorite color. And this is the block that we designed. It's called Baby Jane. I named it that because it's a play on our logo. And this can be created in either a 9 by 36 or an 18 by 18, which is how I have it displayed there. The nice thing this year about Quilter's Track is they are allowing us to sell it online. The whole point of the program, of course, was to get you out and visiting local quilt shops. Unfortunately, we were all shut down, and we still wanted to make this available to anybody. So you can purchase this online, and I have everything kitted. They have these cute little tokens in there that you can incorporate into your kit, and these are only $15. So that's that. Over here is our cutting station. That's where you'll find me standing most of the time if I'm not helping you with your fabrics here. I love this cutting station. My husband made it for me. He had so many comments on it. A lot of women have sent their husbands in to measure it and make their own, but it's the perfect size, and I just love it. So that's that. Back here in this kind of weird room is our long arm. So when we opened or we're thinking about opening the shop, my mom, this is actually my mom's long arm, thank you, Mom. She was thinking about getting rid of it, and I'm like, don't get rid of it yet. She had retired and moved up to northern Michigan. She didn't have a spot for it, and I said, don't get rid of it yet. Put it in my basement, and we'll see. So, long story short, it's here now. So we offer long arm quilting services. It's all computerized, so we only do edge to edge, design for now. I'm still learning, but have been doing quilts every day. So I really enjoy it. I love seeing everybody's work and the different ideas that come through. So that is our long arm there. And of course, information on that is available on our website. So starting to get Christmas fabric in. I'm sure you saw at the beginning of the video when we first walked in. It's all of our Christmas things. And this is just a beautiful wall hanging. It's got pretty metallics in it. This is something that I can kit up for people. So I will be gifting that to our church once we're done using it. We don't have space big enough in our home to hang that, and they have plenty, so we'll be giving that to them. Back in here is the sewing room. So we have this space in here. Of course, the girls like to hang out in here a lot, but we have tons of space in here. Right now it's set up for 10. We are limiting to only having 5 people in this area at a time for now. We have design walls, ironing station, cutting station in here. Everybody has their own table, nice chairs. Very important to have nice comfy chairs if you're going to be sitting in here sewing all day. I do have inside the sewing room a very small area of our sale items. So that gets updated periodically. All of the items that you see in the store, as well as the sales sections, all on our website. So that's great. You don't have to be local to the area. You can go online and purchase it online. We do offer free shipping for orders over $100. So this is the sewing room where we have classes. We decided to not hold classes for the time being. Being in Michigan, our governor requires that you wear a mask at all times, being inside and outside. And so we just felt it was best to kind of just hold off on classes. For me, not being used to wearing a mask 24/7, it's really difficult to be able to teach a class and get close enough to people and help them. So we just decided to hold off on that for now, hoping in the next few months we'll be able to open that back up. But I do have this room available for any of you that are interested in using this for your own private sewing room. Since I don't have any classes going on, you can rent this room out. It's a very reasonable price of $10 a day per person. And I do have a couple groups of women that have been taking the opportunity to do that. They still want to get together, but yet don't want to go on a retreat with a lot of people. So this is a perfect little space for you. It's a private space that you get to use. So that's the sewing room. Back here is where we have some more newer fabric that I like to highlight. Of course, it's all the Halloween fabric that we have for you to purchase. And back here is where we have like our color wall, I guess we call it. We have all of our solids. We carry Moda for our solids. We also have a whole bunch of grunge, marbles, and a bunch of blenders. This area is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. If you watched my video that I did last year, you'll be able to see the difference between where we were at a year ago to now. A lot of these shelves were empty. And of course that's from all of our wonderful customers that continue to shop with us, that we can reinvest and add more fabrics. So we have a lot of that. We have a whole bunch of peppered cottons. These are from Studio E. I just love how these look. It looks like a woven, and it's got the black and the white on this, so it's more like a gray. It's just a really nice, pretty blender, and it's super soft. And some of them are like, I guess you would say a solid, but then you have other ones like this one that's a blue and a green, so it kind of changes colors. It's just gorgeous. So we have those. And then back here is our section that will be filled with a lot more children's things. we kind of have been slow to offer children's juvenile prints, and that's just because we're brand new and we're just trying to learn our customers. So we have some children's, we have some kits here, and then in here is all of our different flannels that we have. This was the girls' crib, and I just had this idea. I thought it would be fun to put fabric in the crib. So Matt cut this down so it was much smaller, and we could put that in there, and everybody always comments on this when they come in. The other thing that's back here are our white on whites. I also have black on black and then some gray on white. One thing you'll see hanging right here is this flashlight, and it is a black light. And what that does is, hopefully you can see that on the camera, it just really helps you see the different prints that are on the white on whites. So you can grab the flashlight and take a look. It just really helps you, because sometimes those are a little more difficult to see. So over here, one thing you used to be able to see when you first walked in before we got so many displays was our logo on the back wall. And it's kind of hard to tell, but this center part was what I had for my inspiration for Baby Jane for the Quilter's Trek. So that's why it's called Baby Jane, because it's a play on our logo. My background is in marketing, and so these types of things are, I don't know, they just get me excited because I love branding and all that. The shop was named after, or the shop is named after my grandmother. She passed away 8 years ago. She passed away on my daughter's first birthday, so that's how I can always remember. But anyways, we called her Mimi, and she was not a quilter, but she was an avid knitter, and she would just be so proud that I have the shop here and I'm doing stuff with my mom. And I just love the name Jane. It's a family name, her name. And so that's why our shop is named what it is. One thing, when my parents were moving, my mom, this chandelier that's hanging here, that was my grandma's, and my mom asked me if I would like it. I'm like, I have the perfect spot for it in the shop. So it always feels good when I come back here, and it reminds me of her. So over here, you'll see my very, very small section of Civil War fabrics. So this is all Kim Deal. There's a pretty big following of Kim Deal around here, and I wanted to make sure that my customers had what they were looking for. So it's a very small selection because it's not something I would traditionally use for myself, but you need to listen to your customers and have things here that they are wanting. And then over here is our notions wall. So we sell the Creative Grid rulers. Here, I'll scoot over here. The Creative Grid rulers. We have some other templates and whatnot, but earlier this year, Creative Grids came out with their own cutting mats. And those are the only cutting mats that we carry exclusively. They are amazing. If you have not seen them yet, feel free to stop in, and I'd love to show them to you. They work really good with the Creative Grids rulers, obviously, and some of them are two-sided so that you can use your Stripology rulers on the back, which of course we have those as well. And then notions. Whenever I go to a quilt shop, it's always kind of like the first thing I go and look at and see what notions there are. So we have plenty of patterns. Kind of patterns are sprinkled throughout the shop, and then, you know, notions, scissors and needles and pins and clips, a lot of supplies for your bag making items. So that's our notions wall. And then over here we have our thread. We've recently switched to Aurifil thread. Of course, our customers were asking us for it, so we decided to make the investment into Aurifil thread. You'll see we don't have it completely full yet, don't have any white, have very limited black. I know that those are hot items right now, but eventually that will all get filled. So I'm really excited to be able to offer customers this new fabric, or thread, sorry. And then, of course, batting and irons, and then any of your interfacings, we have all of those. Being located in Michigan, we're really close to one of our distributors for our various notions. So if there's something in particular that you're looking for, more than likely we can order it for you and have it delivered within a day, sometimes 2 days. So that's always great. The different batting that we have, we use Quilter's Dream batting, and that's what we use when we do our long arming. I just love it. It's really soft and smooth to work with on the long arm, and we just keep in stock the 80/20 in natural and white, but they have a variety of different batting. So again, that's something that we can get in for our customers. So one thing you'll notice, we have a decent amount of samples up on the wall. A lot of things we can kit up for you. I don't always have an overabundance of kits already put together, just because I don't want them to sit there. And just because I put something together some way doesn't mean that's necessarily how you're going to like it. But lots of samples for bags. I love bags. So that's pretty much our shop. We are open Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 10 until 2. And other times, if those don't work for you, we can always set up an appointment. We're very flexible. We live here in Freeland, so I'm more than happy to meet customers here any other time. So I want to thank you all for joining us, and make sure you check out our next Facebook Live sale. I have a whole bunch of goodies to show you, some winter things and some more Christmas things. And during our Facebook Live, I usually have some sort of kits put together. Sometimes I do pillowcases, fat quarter bundles, just some good specials in that way. So thank you and have a great night.